How many players are on your football team?
Well, we have probably about 99 through 12, but on the high school team, we have probably roughly between 35 and 40 most years. And in football, you have so many different positions. You have 11 on offense, 11 on defense, 11 on the kickoff team, 11 on the kickoff return team, 11 on the punt team, punt return, and PAT team. So it takes a lot of guys to make up a football team.
How long have you been in Benton?
Oh gosh, I've been here a long time. I have been here, I think this is my 27th year here at Benton. So I've been here a long time. I'm old. Thank you.
How will your team do next year?
You want me to have that too? Or you guys? How will it do next year? I think we're going to be pretty good. We changed districts, so we went to a different area. So now we're going to play Xavier, Decorah, Waverly, in that little bit north and east of us. But the Bobcats work hard, and the Bobcats are tough. So I think we can compete with about anybody.
Why do you like being a principal?
Oh gosh, you know what's fun about being a principal is like when you're a teacher, you only have like a class of kids. There's only maybe 20 some kids in your grade, but as a principal, you get to be with everybody. So you get there's probably 125 eighth graders and probably 125 seventh graders. So you get to be around all students instead of just a select few. Plus, Benton kids are awesome.
What is your job like?
Well, it just changes daily. I deal with students, and I also have a relationship with the teachers as well as the custodians and the associates and the administrative office. So I evaluate teachers. I work with discipline with students. I work with students in so many different capacities. It just every day is just it changes every day.
What is this? How many activities are there in high school?
Okay, there are a ton of activities in high school. We offer about everything. What we offer is, if you start in the fall, we will offer football and cross country for both boys and girls. We offer volleyball for girls, okay? And then we offer in the fall, the music season starts in the fall. So anybody that wants to sing and dance, they can start that. There's a play that goes on in the fall. And then the band, there's a marching band piece that goes on in the fall. You go to the winter, we have wrestling and basketball. Basketball, there's boys basketball and girls basketball. You continue on with your music, your FFA. Now at this point, you've started a bunch of other clubs. So like there's a art club, and then there's a whole number of clubs that you can get involved in. So there's a lot going on in the wintertime. Then you roll into the spring, which is probably the busiest, where you have soccer for both boys and girls. Then you have track for both boys and girls. You have golf for both boys and girls. In the spring, there seems to be a lot of contests going on with the music kids, the band kids, the vocal kids are constantly going to state events. So, and we have another play in the fall as well. And then in the summertime, we offer softball and baseball with a bunch of other activities going on with weightlifting and then preparing for the upcoming seasons.
How many kids did you talk to in a day?
Oh, goodness sakes. A day? Well, I go out to lunch supervision, and I purposely, so if you ever get there and I'm still around, I go to every single table and talk to every group. So I would say in the middle school, if you're there that day, I've talked to you or spoke to your table. So I speak to a number of people there. I also supervise the high school lunchroom, so I talk to a number of people there. And then I do like to mingle around in the hallways, especially in the mornings when kids are coming in. So how many would I talk to a day? Probably 400 or 500 kids, probably, plus adults. It's a lot, isn't it?
What does be a Bobcat mean to you?
Oh, gosh, that means a lot because it's the same for being a Bobcat to me should be the same as being a Bobcat to you guys. Okay? We want to be a person that is respectful, just like you guys do with your PBIS stuff. Being a Bobcat, you're going to be respectful, you're going to be honest, you're going to be hardworking, you're going to be dedicated, you're going to be committed, and most of all, you're going to be a good person because you got to be a good person to be a Bobcat.
Has Benton won any championships?
Yes, we have won some state titles, and it depends on what you call for championships because we will start on the state level. We have won probably about 3 cross-country, girls cross-country state titles. We have won at least 3 or 4 girls track state titles. Our girls have also won a state title in softball. Our boys have won state titles in baseball. We've won numerous amounts of titles in like we've won districts in football, we won conference basketball titles, conference baseball titles, conference track titles. So we're a very proud district and a very good district. So we expect all of you guys to be a part of all that so we can keep winning those things.
Why do you like being a coach?
Oh, I think the most rewarding part about being a coach is you always stay you're always young. You're always around the young people, and you got that feeling. Also, I like the challenge of trying to develop people to be a better person and then to push them as far as they can push. And I like the challenge of when people say that you can't do it, that we work hard enough, and if we do the right things long enough and well enough, that we have a chance to win. So I like that piece, and I just love being around the people that are with us. It's not, I'm not really, don't look at myself as a coach. I look at myself as an organizer of a group of people that want to do the same thing. So.
How do you teach kids to be healthy?
Oh, gosh. One of the biggest things is you got to get out and move around. I think at you guys' age, all the electronics that you guys are using, you need to put those things down because the human body's made to work and to move, and it breaks down when it doesn't move. So one of the things that you teach to be healthy is get out and play. Go outside and play. Be creative. Find games to play outside. You don't need your cell phones to play. You don't need your games to play. You need to go out and do things like that. I also think you need to eat right. Make sure you eat a good breakfast before you come to school. Very important. Make sure you eat your lunch. Eat good foods as you're going along the day. Try to quit eating so many snacks and bad things. And as long as you're moving and you're eating well, you're going to be healthy. And to finalize this interview, without a doubt, I am a Bobcat. How's that, you guys?